Welcome back to the Accounting Guys YouTube channel. My name is Sarah. Let's get started. Today we're going to be talking about how to enter new and used units into Lightspeed. There are some integrations that streamline the process, but today we're going to be going over how to enter them in manually. So first, you're going to go to Sales and Major Unit Inventory. And you can click on New. And then all the fields in red up here need to be filled out. There are two fields in this section that actually affect accounting. It's the unit type and the sales category. If you've ever had issues with sales tax reporting or major units being entered into the wrong inventory accounts, I would go double check that the mapping of these two fields are set up correctly. Once you've entered the information in this top general information section, go ahead and click Save. In this purchasing tab here, that's where we're going to enter the base cost of the major unit. If you go ahead and click Update AP, it's going to bring up this Create an AP Invoice window. For the AP invoice vendor, I'm going to pick our flooring company. The receipt date is the date that it's actually going to hit the balance sheet, and it should be the date that you physically received the unit. The invoice amount is going to be the amount that's listed on the flooring invoice. By checking this flooring invoice box, it activates the flooring section that I'll show you next. So go ahead and click Create. This flooring section here is purely informational. It's going to keep track of any invoices that get added to the unit, any curtailments that are paid on the unit, and any interest that's been added to the unit. But the information displayed here can be skewed if you have to go in and void invoices or void payments, things like that. So just remember that it's purely informational and it doesn't actually hit any GL accounts. Then if we go to the purchasing tab, if you have any estimated costs that you want to add onto the unit, you can enter them here. But as soon as you add any real invoices or real parts and labor, things like that, it's going to override any estimates that you have listed here. Then in the actual cost section here, it's going to add up the total invoice amount with any parts, labor, freight, etc. to give you a total unit cost. If you like to add pack to your units, you'll add it here. If you type in a dollar amount, you can type it there, or if you would like to add a percentage, you can click the percent button, and then you can base the pack amount off of the invoice amount, the DSRP, MSRP, or your estimated invoice amount. If we were to pick invoice amount, we could type in 3%, and it would enter 3% of our $11,000 invoice. Then we'll go over to our discount tab. This is where you'll enter your holdbacks and rebates associated with the unit. If you would like more information about how these fields are calculated or how they're mapped and where they go, we have a separate video that goes over all of that information. Then we can go to the attachments tab. This is where you can upload any files that have to do with the major unit, so like your invoice, things like that. Or if you go to the summary page, you can also upload a picture of the major unit just to help identify it in the future. To enter a used unit, you're going to follow the same procedures. You're going to click on the New button and then fill in any red fields. The only difference is on this New and Used field, you're going to pick Used. Then you'll click Update AP, and the vendor that you choose is going to be the person that you actually bought the unit from. And then the invoice amount is going to be the amount that you actually paid for the major unit. The third way that you can enter a major unit into inventory is through a trade. So if we were to go into our deals, pick a deal here, and we were to go to the trade tab, then if we go over to the deal information tab, the trade allowance is going to be the amount of credit that you're giving your customer. So in this case, we'll say $10,000. If there is a payoff amount in order for you to get the title for this unit, you'll enter the amount that is owed to the previous creditor. So if we say $5,000. The equity is going to take the trade allowance and subtract the payoff amount to give you the equity and the deposit that will be applied to the deal. And since there's a payoff in this example, we're going to click the binoculars and go pick our payoff vendor that we need to pay to get the title. The ACV, or the actual cash value or actual current value of the unit, should be the same as the trade allowance. This is also going to be the new cost of the major unit. You can also get the actual current value of the major unit if you pay for the different integrations like JD Power, Black Book, or Lightspeed Value Guide. This major unit will not go into inventory until you either click the purchase button or you finalize the deal. The only way to backdate the purchase would be to finalize the deal with a prior date. That brings us to the end of this video. Our favorite videos to make are ones recommended by viewers, so go ahead and comment below what you'd like to see in the future. If you'd like to get in contact with us or schedule a one-on-one, our info is below. Thanks for watching.